There are musicians, then there are artists, then there are gods in the genre of rock and roll. For today's episode of Culturalist Theory, our first to cover someone in America's trademark genre, we take a stab at ranking the catalog of a living legend of rock and roll, Lenny Kravitz. With 40 million records sold globally, a 4 Grammy win streak that hasn't been beaten, multiple hits around the world, a trademark coolness that would make Ice jealous, and easily still a contender for sexiest man alive even at 60, Lenny Kravitz is the most successful and celebrated male rock star soloist still walking this earth, period. And he's a black man. That alone should be enough to make Muddy Waters, Little Richard, Howlin' Wolf, Ike Turner, Fats Domino, Chuck Berry, and many other unsung black musicians who invented America's defining sound proud. Before we mosh, hit the thumbs up if you like it, subscribe, comment, and share if you love it, become a patron for exclusives, and now, without further ado, let's rock! Number 12, Baptism. In Baptism, Lenny Kravitz shifts away from his funkier roots to embrace a more polished pop rock sound, a departure from the deeper explorations of his earlier work. Originally aiming for a 1970s funk album, Kravitz pivoted mid-process, delivering a collection of accessible tunes with bright melodies but less of the grit he's known for. The album peaked at number 14 on the Billboard 200 and did better in Europe, reaching top 10 spots in Germany, France, and Italy. The album opens with Minister of Rock and Roll, a bold anthem where Kravitz crowns himself, though the lyrics feel a little like posturing. I Don't Want to Be a Rock Star offers some humility, rejecting fame for simpler pleasures, though with a humble brag about smoking weed with Mick Jagger. The lead single, Lady, a slick love song inspired by Nicole Kidman, became the most successful, peaking at number 27 on the Billboard Hot 100, but epitomizes the album's surface-level approach. Calling All Angels stands out with its emotional depth, and California brings a breezy vibe. Sister Mama Lover offers a sultry groove but lacks distinction, Where Are We Running delivers high-energy guitar riffs and became one of the album's highlights, performing well in Spain and Italy. Baptized offers rare introspection, while What Do I Do With My Life is a poignant reflection on purpose. Storm featuring Jay-Z blends funk, rock, and hip-hop, but its potential feels underutilized. The album closes with Destiny, a heartfelt acoustic tune that feels like an afterthought. Though Baptism received lukewarm reviews, it sold more than 550,000 copies in the US and was certified gold. The album's pop-rock direction, though competent, feels out of step with the rising electronic and hip-hop sounds at the time. Number 11, Black and White America. Released in 2011, Black and White America captures Lenny Kravitz's reflections on race, love, and social division during the Obama era. Inspired by the backlash against Obama's presidency, Kravitz scrapped his original project Negrophilia to explore the complexities of American identity through his biracial experience and his parents' interracial marriage. That same year, he was honored in France with the
Ordre des Arts et des Lettres,
or the Order of Arts and Letters, celebrating his long-standing international success. The album opens strong with the title track, a funky anthem promoting racial harmony, followed by Come On Get It, a hard rock bluesy love song. However, In the Black falters with its electro-grunge energy failing to leave a lasting impression. Liquid Jesus brings redemption, channeling Curtis Mayfield's soul in a modern context, while Stand offers an emotional tribute to a friend who overcame paralysis. The album stumbles in the middle with tracks like Rockstar City Life and Bungie Drop featuring Jay-Z and DJ Military, which lack energy and originality, despite Jay-Z's verse. Super Love revives the momentum, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Dance Club Songs chart and performing well in Europe. Everything and Looking Back on Love provide high points, though inconsistency plagues the album. I Can't Be Without You and Love Ain't Better feel like retreads of past work, while Faith of a Child and Dream show promise but fail to stand out. The collaboration with Drake and Swizz Beatz on Sunflower is memorable but underwhelming. The album ends with a triumphant push, a powerful closer about overcoming obstacles. Black and White America achieved better success in Europe, debuting at number 1 in Germany and Switzerland, but struggled in the US, selling only 61,000 copies. It's a mix of ambition and inconsistency, much like the Obama years that inspired it. Number 10, Blue Electric Light. At 60, Lenny Kravitz is both a living rock icon and an internet meme. While Gen Z might not remember his MTV dominance in the 90s, they know the scarves. They may not have caught his roles in Zoolander or Precious, but they know him as Senna in the Hunger Games. It's a blessing to still have Lenny with us, who continues to inspire with his music and life. He's overcome personal tragedy, drug addiction, and early criticism. Remember when they claimed he was parodying the Beatles and Rolling Stones? Despite it all, he's still rocking arenas, working out, and keeping us jealous of his abs. Veganism, celibacy, and never taking off your sunglasses are Lenny's secret to aging like a legend. Released on May 24, 2024, Blue Electric Light is Kravitz's 12th studio album, showcasing his artistry while exploring new sonic realms. Recorded mostly by Lenny himself in his Bahamas studio, the album leans heavily into Prince-inspired funk and synth grooves, sometimes overshadowing his established rock sound. The album opens with It's Just Another Fine Day, a bluesy rock anthem that affirms Lenny's enduring presence. Tracks like TK421 and Honey bring slick, danceable beats, while Paralyzed delivers the raw guitar-driven energy fans expect. Human, which celebrates freedom and individuality, anchors the album's themes. However, the overly synthesized Let It Ride falls flat, feeling uninspired. Luckily, tracks like Stuck in the Middle and Bundle of Joy restore the momentum, but songs like Heaven and the title track suffer from over-polished production. Though Blue Electric Light features moments of brilliance, its heavy Prince influence risks diluting Kravitz's unique rock legacy. Commercially, it peaked in Europe but struggled in the US, landing at number 11 on the Billboard Top Album Sales chart. The album is solid, but serves as a reminder of Kravitz's best work when staying true to his rock roots. Number 9, Raised Vibration. Released in 2018, Raised Vibration showcases Lenny's blend of introspection and social consciousness. Struggling with writer's block, Kravitz channeled his frustration into an album addressing global issues and offering personal vulnerability. A multi-instrumentalist, Kravitz played most of the instruments with occasional contributions from longtime collaborator Craig Ross. The first song we hear, We Can Get It All Together, an uplifting track, sets a hopeful tone. Stand Out Low blends late 70s disco with the Michael Jackson sample, hitting number 1 on Billboard's Dance Club Songs chart. The title track embraces Kravitz's hippie ethos, calling for heightened consciousness with electric guitars and tribal percussion. The emotional heart of the album is Johnny Cash, a tribute to the iconic artist that stems from Lenny's grief after his mother's death. In 1995, during his mourning, Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash were among the first to console him, offering comfort that Kravitz has described as a beautiful moment of humanity and love. Here to Love, which became the UN Human Rights Office's anthem, exemplifies Kravitz's socially conscious writing. However, the project's pacing falters with tracks like Gold Dust and The Majesty of Love, which feel drawn out. Who Really Are the Monsters has a powerful message against war, but lacks the impact of earlier tracks. Raised Vibration performed pretty well in Europe. It was top 5 in France, Germany, and Italy. In the US, it peaked at number 43 on the Billboard 200. After the album, Kravitz took 6 years off from releasing new music, but went on 2 world tours. At the time of this recording, he's touring with Blue Electric Light, continuing to prove he still knows how to rock a crowd. Raised Vibration may not have been his biggest commercial hit, but it still resonates with listeners worldwide. Number 8, Mama Said. Out in 1991, Lenny's sophomore effort is a raw, imperfect chapter in his at the time nascent career, shaped by heartbreak, self-reflection, and artistic growth. Fresh off the success of his debut album Let Love Rule and producing Madonna's Justify My Love, Kravitz poured his emotions into an album that chronicled his crumbling marriage to Lisa Bonet and his evolving sound. The album's heartache is palpable, especially on tracks like It Ain't Over Till It's Over, which became Kravitz's biggest hit, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. Despite initially fearing it would push him too far from his underground roots, a friend's encouragement convinced him to include it. Mama Said captures the internal conflict Kravitz felt during a time of personal turmoil. Collaborations on the project elevate its appeal, including Slash of Guns N' Roses, who added his iconic guitar to Always on the Run, a track born from a vodka-fueled jam session. The duo's chemistry shines through, and the track was written in a single day. Fields of Joy also features Slash with a legendary guitar solo that Kravitz insisted on keeping in its raw, one-take form. Sean Lennon, son of John Lennon, co-wrote and played piano on All I Ever Wanted, adding emotional depth to the album. However, while Mama Said delivers standout tracks like Stop Dragging Around and What Goes Around Comes Around, it slips a bit in pacing, with similar themes of longing and regret in songs like More Than Anything in This World. The album's heavy reliance on ballads can overshadow Kravitz's rock chops. Despite its uneven nature, Mama Said performed well globally, earning platinum status and moving more than 2 million copies. It's a testament to Kravitz's catharsis and growth, even if it feels weighed down by introspection at times. Number 7, it's time for a love revolution. After a 4-year hiatus following the lukewarm reception of Baptism, Lenny Kravitz returned with It Is Time for a Love Revolution, revisiting his rock and soul roots while doubling down on emotionally charged ballads and spiritual themes. This album, his final under Virgin Records, showcases Kravitz's enduring ability to create music that resonates deeply, even if it doesn't break new ground. Love Revolution opens the album with this driving rock soundbed that feels more like a warm-up than a statement. Bring It On reaffirms Kravitz's signature sound with fiery vocals and a blistering guitar solo. Good Morning stands out, blending lush strings with grungy guitars, reminiscent of It Ain't Over Till It's Over. On Love, 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 Lenny dabbles in rap with modest success. If You Want It delivers a gospel-infused crescendo, followed by the contemplative A New Door. The emotional centerpiece, I'll Be Waiting, became a hit in Europe, while I Love the Rain captures Kravitz's introspective side with poignant simplicity. The second half of the album features the sultry Dancing Till Dawn, the soulful This Moment Is All There Is, and the anti-war anthem Back in Vietnam, which feels slightly dated. The closing track, I Want to Go Home, leaves a lasting impression with its vivid imagery and emotional depth. It Is Time for a Love Revolution doesn't reinvent the wheel, but Kravitz's sincerity and raw emotion shine through, proving that he's still at his best when embracing love, faith, and heartbreak. Number 6, Let Love Rule. Lenny Kravitz's debut album, Let Love Rule, remains a testament to his creative vision, blending rock, funk, soul, and psychedelia with a message of peace and unity. Born in New York to the African-American and Bahamian-descended actress Roxy Roker, who played Helen on the Norman Lear-produced 70s sitcom The Jeffersons, and the Russian-Jewish producer Cy Kravitz, young Lenny's eclectic upbringing fueled his diverse musical influences. Struggling with industry labels that dismissed his sound as neither black enough nor white enough, Kravitz channeled his adversity into a genre-defying album that would challenge expectations. The album begins with Sitting on Top of the World, a laid-back track that sets the tone for Kravitz's self-reflective style. The title track, Let Love Rule, is the album's anthem, with its gospel organ and anthemic lyrics promoting love as a universal force. Freedom Train follows with gritty guitar riffs and socially charged themes, while My Precious Love showcases Kravitz's falsetto in a tender ode to devotion. I Built This Garden for Us is an ambitious blend of psychedelic rock and orchestral flourishes with a soaring guitar solo. Fear delivers a funk-driven critique of societal injustices, co-written with his then-wife Lisa Bonet. The album also features the poignant ballad Does Anybody Out There Even Care? And the funky anti-racism anthem Mr. Cab Driver. The closing track, B, ties together the themes of love, self-discovery, and hope. Let Love Rule marked Kravitz as a unique artist who reintroduced the black roots of rock while creating something fresh. Critics were divided, but the album resonated worldwide, earning platinum certification in Canada and gold in France, the UK, and Switzerland. It set the foundation for Kravitz's career, defining him as an artist unafraid to defy industry norms and embrace his own voice. Number 5. Lenny Kravitz's fifth album, 5, marked his entry into the digital age, blending old school funk, soul, and rock with modern production tools like Pro Tools and synthesizers. This shift from analog to digital recording, including sessions in his New York and Bahamas studios, was a gamble. Initial reviews were skeptical, but the album's commercial success proved Kravitz's experimentation paid off. The album kicks off with Live, a defiant anthem that responds to critics. Super Soul Fighter combines electro-funk with Christian imagery, putting Kravitz's willingness to mix genres on display. I Belong to You introduces a sensual calypso reggae vibe, while Black Velveteen experiments with industrial sounds and critiques technology's impact on relationships, though it's more appreciated for its ambition than execution. Emotional ballads like If You Can't Say No and Thinking of You add depth, with the latter serving as a tribute to his late mother. Fly Away captures the album's infectious energy, becoming a career-defining hit. The second half sees Kravitz return to his rock roots with tracks like It's Your Life and Straight Cold Player, bringing classic funk, while Little Girl's Eyes offers a personal ode to his daughter. You're My Flavor is a sexy guitar-driven gem, and Can We Find a Reason blends social commentary with light psychedelia. The Grammy-winning American Woman further bolstered the album's legacy. Kravitz's modernized rendition of the Guess Who's classic connected with new audiences while maintaining its anti-imperialist message. The project closes with a reflective Without You. Despite mixed reviews, Five sold more than 6 million copies globally, achieving double platinum status in the US and earning Kravitz 2 Grammys. It blended tradition with innovation, making it one of his most successful albums. Number 4, Lenny. Lenny Kravitz's Lenny finds the artist at a crossroads following the success of his greatest hits compilation. The album dives deeper into his rock roots while experimenting with new sounds, balancing raw emotion and anthemic grooves. It opens with the explosive Battlefield of Love, setting the tone with tanks, artillery fire, and electrifying guitar riffs. If I Could Fall in Love follows, pairing a power ballad vibe with whimsical lyrics, making it a standout early track. Yesterday Is Gone brings a mournful rock sound with introspective lyrics, while Stillness of the Heart becomes a fan favorite, its simple riff and emotional depth earning it a spot in Kravitz's best tracks. The high-octane Dig In pushes Kravitz's rock energy to new heights, becoming a hit and earning him his 4th consecutive Grammy. He also experiments on tracks like Believe in Me, a sensual ballad with trip-hop beats, and Pay to Play, a playful commentary on toxic relationships. A Million Miles Away slows the pace with tender acoustic verses, though its distorted chorus weakens its impact. God Save Us All returns to his spiritual roots with a rock soundscape underlying the blend of faith and passion. Bank Robber Man stands out as a raw, punk-tinged track inspired by Kravitz's personal experience with racial profiling, delivering unfiltered honesty. The album closes with Let's Get High, a mellow track offering peace amid chaos. While the hit Again is missing, a Big Boy remix offers a fun hip-hop twist. Lenny reached number 12 on the Billboard 200, certified platinum in top charts in Austria, Germany, and Canada. This album solidified Kravitz's ability to evolve while still staying true to his roots. Before we get to the top 3, let's talk about gear. Kravitz is all about vintage equipment, carefully curating his setup with those signature organic tones. His studio features a tweed Fender Deluxe, a modded Blackface Deluxe, and a Gibson Skylark, highlighting his preference for smaller, warm-sounding amps. His go-to guitar is the 53 Gold Top Les Paul with PAF pickups, which has appeared on every album since Are You Gonna Go My Way. He also rocks a 59 Les Paul, a 59 Les Paul Custom, and vintage Fender Stratocasters, including a custom 69 and a Sonic Blue 63 Strat. For acoustics, he leans on Gibson J200, Dove, and Everly Brothers models. Lenny likes to keep effects minimal, outboard EQs for rhythm guitars, and occasional fuzz or talk box for solos. His focus on vintage gear comes from his belief that it offers warmth and depth modern equipment can't match. If you're not rolling in cash like Lenny, he suggests making the most of what you do have. His first guitar was a Yamaha acoustic with a pickup, not the Fender Strat he wanted. Shop secondhand and learn from the greats like Tom Petty and Michael Campbell, he says. Above all, Lenny will remind you that skill, creativity, and passion are more important than having expensive equipment. Great music comes from your hands and heart, not just your wallet. Now back to the list. Number 3, Strut. Kravitz's Strut from 2014 is a bold statement of independence and artistic freedom, marking his 10th album and debut release on his own Roxy Records. The title captures the album's essence, confidence, and individuality, themes that Kravitz discusses in interviews celebrating life's differences. This album blends rock, funk, and soul with added grit and sensuality. Kravitz wrote most of the tracks, plays multiple instruments, and produces the album himself, except for his soulful cover of Smokey Robinson's Ooh Baby Baby, inspired by the Hunger Games' Catching Fire. Strut kicks off with Sex, a hypnotic groove of guitar, bass, and drums, exuding unapologetic sultriness. The Chamber is a danceable standout with infectious rhythms, while Dirty White Boots and New York City ooze swagger, with the latter serving as a funky ode to the Big Apple. Lyrically, Kravitz delves into adult relationships with the pleasure and the pain, while Strut bursts with defiant bravado. The bluesy Frankenstein mixes harmonica, gospel, and electrifying guitars into his song of longing. She's a Beast maintains the groove, and I'm a Believer injects high-octane punk energy. The playful Happy Birthday balances edge with joviality, and I Never Wanna Let You Go delivers a heartfelt tribute to enduring love. Closing with his version of Ooh Baby Baby, Kravitz adds his style, rounding out the album's themes of self-expression. Strut is a return to form for Kravitz, echoing his earlier works. Its blend of hard rock, funk, and soul, with the standout tracks like The Chamber, earned moderate success internationally, going platinum in Italy and reaching number 2 on German and Swiss charts, with critical acclaim cementing his place and his legacy. Number 2, Circus. Following the global success of Are You Gonna Go My Way, Lenny Kravitz's Circus made it clear he wasn't going anywhere. With a mix of hard rock, psychedelic introspection, and personal turmoil, Circus is a bold album that deserves more recognition today. It debuted at number 10 on the US Billboard 200, reached number 5 on the UK charts, and topped in Japan and the Netherlands, earning gold and platinum certifications worldwide. The album opens with Rock and Roll is Dead, a hard rock staple critiquing the superficiality of fame, setting the tone for the album's exploration of celebrity. The title track uses muscular guitar riffs and a driving rhythm to mirror the chaotic allure of stardom. Beyond the Seventh Sky shifts to a spiritual theme, blending Christian imagery with a cosmic perspective, while Tunnel Vision brings the focus back to sensuality with infectious funk rock. Can't Get You Off My Mind, a country-inspired ballad, offers a poignant break from the album's hard energy, capturing Kravitz's longing during a lonely tour. The pace picks up with Magdalene, followed by God Is Love, another spiritual exploration, though more haunting than Beyond the Seventh Sky. Then Ice offers a funky hard rock jam with fiery guitar riffs, while Don't Go Put a Bullet in Your Head shifts to R&B, addressing suicide with raw honesty and hope. In My Life Today and The Resurrection wrap up the album with reflections on faith and redemption, bringing the album's spiritual journey to a powerful close. Circus is a concept album chronicling fame's temptations and spiritual redemption. It's a pure hard rock experience, a reminder that beneath the trappings of fame, even rock stars wrestle with life's universal questions. Number 1, Are You Gonna Go My Way? Lenny Kravitz's third album wasn't just a career milestone, it was a cultural game changer. It catapulted Kravitz from a niche artist to a global superstar, blending rock and roll with black identity in ways no one had seen before. Prior to this album, Kravitz was often viewed as a novelty, a black man playing with quote-unquote white music. But Are You Gonna Go My Way changed that, forever establishing him as a genre-defying and defining artist of the 90s. The album was an immediate success, reaching number 12 on the US Billboard 200 and going double platinum. The title track became the song heard around the world, with its slapping guitar riff, impassioned vocals, and spiritual themes rooted in Kravitz's upbringing. Though it wasn't eligible for the Billboard Hot 100, the song topped the US mainstream rock chart and became one of the defining songs of the decade. It was even nominated for 2 Grammys, setting the stage for his 4 Grammy streak. Tracks like Believe and Come On and Love Me showcased Lenny's ability to blend rock with soul and introspection. Are You Gonna Go My Way wasn't just a rock album, it was a radical statement about race, identity, and musical ownership. Black Girl became a love letter to black women, affirming both their beauty and his own blackness in a world that often marginalized them. The album's diversity also included tracks like the psychedelic My Love and the heartfelt Sister, showing Kravitz's range from rock swagger to vulnerable ballads. Kravitz embraced his Caribbean roots on the album's closing track, Eleutheria, bringing a reggae vibe to the mix. Are You Gonna Go My Way shattered industry barriers, proving a black artist could not only excel in rock but redefine it. The album made Kravitz a cultural force and cemented his place in musical history as one of the 90s most iconic performers. Artists as big and important as Lenny Kravitz are tough to do justice to in these short lists, but here on CT, we do our best. If you want to catch more iconic artists we've covered, check out the more than 100 lists we've already done, including our Michael Jackson ranking right here. And don't worry, we have a Prince and a Bob Marley list on the way as we continue digging in the crates of the legendary discographies of musical icons. If you're feeling the vibe, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a list. I'm QB. Until next time, peace.